going to do a test run on this steam canner because they say you want to do a test run because you want to make sure you get all the chemicals and all any kind of oils or whatever that may be inside this canner when they were making it, and boxed it up to ship it your way. So let's go on over to the stove where I have the canner set up, and let's go step by step to see how this test run goes. I'm so excited about using this steam canner. All right, guys, let's have some fun. I have my canner on the stove, and let me open it and let you see what the inside looks like. And it has the tray that we're going to be setting our jars onto, and this is the bottom of the canner where it says that we're supposed to add 2.5 quarts water. So I have my little, I have 2 quarts in here, so it says we're supposed to pour it in there. So let's pour it in there till it comes just to the top of that canner, to the ring. So it's there, and let's pour that half in there. And here is the half, so we're going to pour that in there. So we done that step, and let's see, let's pour those liquid off of there so we can make sure it's at the top. See where the top of the tray is, and this is the water, so it's right at level. So that part is correct. And then it says, because I got my manual here, so we gonna do this together, you guys. And it says that we're supposed to place our canning jars on the rack, and it can hold up to 7 quarts or 8 pints. So I'm not going to do 8 pints. I think this is when I've filled them up. They say you're just supposed to put some water in them and then just put them on the rack and make sure they're not touching. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put 6 in here. And I'll put them all in here, and then I'm going to space it out really good. See, this is what they mean. They do not want them to touch. So you have to space them so everybody has enough space in between each other, so they won't be doing no touchy. All right, so we have them in the canner, and then it says place the lid on the canner, and then it says to turn your burner up so the water comes to a vigorous boil. All right, and the one thing they said about the canner top, let me show you, is that, let me find it, there is a venting hole in the back of the top. You guys see that hole right there? You have to place this on the back so the steam can vent out of the back. So you got to make sure the lid is all the way down, which I did. Want to make sure that didn't mess with my jars in there. Let me push the jars up just a little so that the top can go on them smoothly and still not be touching. All right, I think I'm good. Okay, so we're going to put the lid on. Make sure it's secure, and make sure this word lines up with your dial. And when we come up to the pressure, that red little line has to go all the way into the green. Once it's in the green, then I can start my processing time. And then we're just gonna keep the red arrow into the green. So once I get in, let's talk about this dial. You have to know what your altitude is. You see the blue is from 0 to 3,000 feet, and you would be in zone 1, and that's where I am. Mine is 4,600. So that is where my altitude is. So I'm in the blue zone. So as you follow it all the way around, see how it gets in that dark green? That's where I am. So if your altitude is between 3,000 to 6,000 feet, you see it's in the orange, and you would be in zone 2, and so you would be in the green. If you are 6,000 and up, you are in zone 3, and that is the light green. So you must know the altitude before you can even think about starting to use the steam canner. All right, let's move on to the second step. So I cut on the heat, and I'm going to wait till it gets into, keep the heat up high until it gets in that dark green. And once it's in the dark green, then I will hit my timer for 10 minutes because I'm doing pints, and I will keep an eye on it to make sure it stays in the green. If it seems like it is going out of the green, then I'm gonna turn up my heat, because your mission is to keep that red little line in that dark green area. And if your pot seems to be rocking or bubbling, then you need to turn your heat down so it will calm it down and keep it in the green. You do not want it to go out of the green. All right, so wish me luck. Here we go. Fingers crossed, y'all. 10 minutes, I'm gonna get it in the green, keep it in the green, and process it for 10 minutes. And then I'll come back when it's already finished processing, and then I'll let it cool down, and then I will come back and show you me opening up the lid, and you guys can see how we did. Are you guys excited? I know I am so excited, you guys. So excited, because this will be my first time using the steam canner. So, I'm going to say a prayer over it, and let's get this party started. All right, so I'm going to put it on, as you can see, I'm going to put it on high. All right, steam canner. Do what you do. Get in that green. Something, when you see your canner like rocking a little bit, let me see if it'll do it. I'll put it up a little high so you guys can see it. See how it's moving? When it's starting to move like that, you can adjust your heat a little bit to calm it down a little bit, because you do not want it to get too hot. So as you can see, I'm just going to turn mine down just a little bit to calm that lid down, because it'll rock a little bit, but when it gets to rocking a whole lot like this, you want to make sure you calm it down. So let's see where we are on the dial here. We're still in the blue. Remember, I'm the dark green, so we're almost there. So you got to just keep an eye on it to make sure that that top does not rock a lot. So I just wanted to bring that point to you. And don't forget about the hole that's in the back of the bottom part of this steam canner, because that is where all the steam is venting out as well. So you want to make sure that hole is pointing towards the back of your stove, or so it can shoot that steam out the backside. All right, guys, just want to let you see how the process is going. And as you can see, I'm getting ready to do some canning of some pickles. So your girl is gonna show you this first, and then I'm gonna can up some pickles, some bread and butter pickles, and I will show you that process as well. All right, guys, this thing is getting there. It's a rockin'. It's saying, I'm almost there, Renee. I'm almost there. I want to show you. See how this water is spitting from the side? It's going to do that. And I know at this point, your heart is probably in your throat. But, you know, it's always a little exciting and also a little nerve-wracking when you are trying something new that you've never done before. So this is part of it. The lid is going to rock a little bit, and it's going to spit out a little water on the side. If that still makes you nervous, just turn your little heat down just a smidgen, but make sure it's still hot enough to where you can make sure it's going to get in the green. And you see how close it is before it gets in that dark green? We are almost there. As you can hear the timer going off, so we're going to stop the timer and we're going to turn the heat off. Then that way, just think if you had something in there, like if you were doing pickles, then this was the time where you want your steam canner to cool down. So we are going to give it another 10 minutes. They say 5, but I'm going on the safe side. And we're going to go 10 minutes. We're going to hit the timer again. And after the 10 minutes, then when it goes off, then I'll come back and I will lift the top. And I'll show you the proper way to lift this top when you are ready to release all of that steam. All right, guys, stay tuned. This is when you get really excited because you're like, okay, now I am so excited because I have more food that I can put on my pantry shelf. So we're just playing, doing a test run. Remember, our jars and stuff that we have inside the steam canner are empty. They're just full of water because it says you have to do a test run in order to get all the chemicals and all the whatever packing, or maybe they sprayed this with something. You want to burn all that off and clean it off so we can get it prepped and ready. So that is what we're doing for the very first time from using this steam canner. I'm so excited. Woohoo! Yes, 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 yes. Next time you see me with this steam canner, your child is going to be jarring up some bread and butter pickles, baby. Yep, that's why I got my brine over there. I'm getting it hot, getting it ready, because soon as this canner is cooled off a little bit, I'm going to take those hot jars that's already in there, been sanitized and everything for me, and I'm going to fill them up with my cucumbers, and then we going to do part 2 of using the steam canner for the purpose it was designed for. So stay tuned for part 2. Yeah! Woohoo! Alright, steam canner, do your thing, baby. I'm so excited about having this steam canner. It's a little scary, I ain't gonna lie to you, because when I did my first water bath canning, my heart was in my throat. And this is the same way because it's new and I don't know what to expect. So I am giving you all the things that I experienced for using this canner for the very first time. And this is a water bath canner. This is not a pressure canner, okay? Water bath. That's what we're using this one for. All right, guys, we got 7 minutes and 26 seconds to go, and I'll be right back. Don't go away. You're not going to want to miss the most important step of the steam canner. As you can hear, the timer has gone off, so I'm going to use an oven mitt, and I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to show you the proper way of opening up this steam canner. All right, I'm just going to grab the top and I'm going to lift it, and I'm going to go high above my jars, and I'm going to turn the canner top away from me, so then that way you won't burn yourself. And then I usually have like a towel or something right here, and I just put the canner top on it. So let's go see what the jars look like. Look at that. See? The jars are all hot and ready to go. And I still have a little bit of water. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour this water out. And I'm going to start part 2 of making our bread and butter pickles, baby. All right, guys. Let's get to making these pickles. I hope you guys have enjoyed how to use and test your steam canner for the very first use, because this is the most important part. this is the step you need to do first. Don't skip this step. Do this step first so you can get your canner sanitized and everything. And so the next time you use it, you'll be ready, like I said, to add some food to your pantry. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Lovey from L&L Honeycomb Homestead, because she was riding along with me when she was telling me about how to do the test, the very first test on my steam canner. And don't forget to go over to her channel because she has a steam canner as well, and she is going to be doing her review of what she thinks about her steam canner. My review will be after I have pickled my bread and butter pickles in this canner, and I will tell you the things I liked about it, things that I didn't like about using my old water bath canner, so it'll be a like side-by-side comparison type of thing. All right, guys, so look forward to that video. It will be in part 2 when you see me making bread and butter pickles in my new steam canner. Get something to eat, get something to snack on, and let's get ready to put some food on our shelves. All right, thanks again, Lovey. I'm so appreciative, girl. All right, talk to you guys in the next video.